Good morning, guys. It is my last day in Barcelona. It's Monday, April the 2nd, and it looks like it's a sunny day outside. I think it's a little bit chilly. It was about 50 degrees when I checked earlier. So I've just gotten packed up. I've got to close my suitcases, put the last few items left in there, like I got to pack my iPad, which is just going to go in my carry-on, and put the luggage tags on the luggage. That is why I brought this little bitty stapler to staple those pieces of paper so they know where to take my bag, what room they go to. So that's just one thing that's just easier. I did not, I think I mentioned this a few chat videos ago, but I did not want to put the luggage tags on the luggage and then put it on the airplane because I thought it's just going to get ripped off because it's just thin paper. So I definitely recommend bringing a stapler or some tape with you guys and putting them on right before you get on the ship if you are going to do that. I thought I would do a recap of my hotel stay at the Majestic Hotel, or Hotel Majestic, here in Barcelona. It is a beautiful hotel. It is definitely a little bit on the higher end. I could have stayed cheaper somewhere else, but when I saw where the area was, I was planning on doing quite a bit of shopping the day I arrived, and that didn't happen because it was Good Friday. I didn't realize that they closed the stores in Barcelona on Good Friday. Like in the United States, office buildings will be closed, but mostly stores are open because a lot of people are probably going to go buy their Easter outfits. So here they call it a bank holiday, and I guess they call it a bank holiday because the banks are closed. And Monday, which is today, is also a bank holiday. So all the stores are closed, and then they were closed on Easter Sunday as well. They did open up on Saturday, but I missed all of those because of the fact that I took a very long excursion, and when I got back to Barcelona, I saw that the stores were open, and then I ran back up to my room, put my stuff down, and then kind of went back down, and I tried to get into Chanel, and the door was locked, and I pulled on the handle, and the security guard, I asked him, I said, "Is it open?" And he nodded his head yes, and then I pulled harder, and he's like, "We're closed." And I'm like, okay. So I did not get to do any shopping here, which is fine. There's plenty of places in Italy to shop. So anyway, back to this hotel. One thing that there was a couple of disappointments. One was my fault. One I think was misleading. My thought was I should not have purchased the breakfast buffet. That was a waste of money on my part. Or I should at least check to see what time they started serving breakfast, and maybe booked my excursions earlier, because there was a conflict and I just didn't get the breakfast buffet that I paid for, which was frustrating. And I don't think they're going to give me my money back, because once you've booked it and paid for, once you've already committed and you don't cancel before you get here or make any changes, you're kind of stuck. Now, the thing that I think was their fault, I'm going to get up and go show you. I had several choices of rooms that I could book. This was a deluxe room. I did not want to pay for the suites. I don't need that because I'm not really going to out all the time. Basically, this was just a place I slept in. So I had a deluxe room with a street view or a deluxe room with a courtyard view. I had done prior research, not knowing exactly, Barcelona wasn't, even though I've been here before, it wasn't that familiar to me, but I read in many places that if you stayed near the Ramblas, Las Ramblas, it is very, very noisy, and you're potentially going to be kept up. So I wanted to stay near there, but not there, and this place was near there, and that's why I chose it. And I thought, though, I was like, oh, I don't want a street view. What about if it gets really noisy and I didn't want to be kept awake at night? So I chose the courtyard view, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So this is my courtyard view. I have no way of getting out unless I open the window right here and crawl through it. There's not a door to this little walk area. I would have to somehow go out somewhere else, and basically my view is of those buildings back there. I thought there was going to be like maybe a little garden or something. It was just my, you know, I think it was misleading, or maybe I just didn't understand what a courtyard view meant to them. But I just got a view of the back of the buildings, and it would definitely have been much better to have the street view at this particular hotel. Yeah, anyway, there is a door there, but I can't get out through it from my room. I would say, as far as the only negative for this entire hotel was that room is the view. And that's just my opinion on that. Everything else has been fabulous about this hotel. The hotel staff they are absolutely the nicest people. I know they get paid to do that. Very friendly, very helpful. Anything that you need, they will bring it. They brought me 2 bottles of fancy water. I did try some of it, and I didn't like it. It was extremely salty for some reason. I was like, oh, I don't like it. But they still gave me 2 bottles of water, big bottles. They checked with me every night to see if I wanted turn down service, and I'm like, I can actually do that myself. But they're like, Miss Stanfill, can we bring you anything? And so they would bring me these little bottles of water every night, and these are what I definitely preferred. They tasted so much better, not salty at all. And anything else, they brought my luggage up for me. I've got to let them know to come get it and take it down. Normally I would take it down myself, but I have to climb some stairs, and there's no way to get it up without climbing. I mean, you have to pull it up, the luggage up those stairs. I can't get it out without it. So I will ask them to get my luggage for me. The front desk was so helpful. Every morning when I went to take my tours, they would get a taxi for me because it was dark. If it had been light, I would have walked, but since it was dark, I was like, I'm going to take a taxi. And they just made me feel safe, very comfortable here. They brought me chocolates on my first day. They brought me Easter eggs last night. And just, you know, very pleasant stay. I definitely recommend the hotel. Just watch the rooms that you book if you do stay here. The room is on a small side, so if you want to pay more, get one of the suites if you want a bigger room, but I don't see that that's necessary at all. So anyway, I just thought I would do this little good morning chat and talk, do a rundown about the room, and then it's time in the next, well, when you see me next, I'll probably be on the ship. I may do some filming when I get there. It just depends. I'm going to have my hands full with luggage. Until I get that dropped off, I'm probably not going to be able to vlog at all. And I'm looking at it. I've almost gone on for 9 minutes, but I will be able to edit some of this out. So just stay tuned for the rest of the video for maybe a ship's tour today and tomorrow. I'm not sure how much I will do both days, but I will definitely do a room tour when I get there before I mess it up. So I'll check back with you guys a little bit. I've made it to the cruise terminal. I've got checked in, and I'm waiting till, I guess they call zone 4. We're just in a room full of people right now. It's really dark. I mean, it doesn't seem dark, but it's dark on the camera. There we go. It's lightening up. So there is the terminal. So I am so happy I made it over here. It feels like you get stressed with a lot of things constantly to do, and you're like, finally, I made it. So, you know, one more stop is that to get on the ship and then to get in my room. They still have to give me a room key. I haven't got that yet, but so I may not actually be through checking in just yet. I just went through, I guess, passport control, and I went through security. So yeah, I may not be officially checked in. I thought I was. Anyway, I'll show you more of the ship when I finally get on there. This is very different. Our room keys are right here. They left them in their rooms, and this is my room, 9306. So let's go in and check it out. I'm gonna do a room tour before I completely mess this room up because I'm a bit messy. So this is the front door right here. That's where I came in. So these rooms are very small. I did not get a suite. No sense in paying for that for one person. This is going to be the bathroom right here. Oh, to get the lights, this is normal in like European rooms. I'm not sure about American hotels. You stick your card in, and that way the lights will come on, and there's the light. But you need to put it in there to be able to control the lighting. Here is the bathroom, and they are tiny. This is normal on a cruise ship if you've ever been on one. So there's the shower right here. Let me back out. Oh, there we go. There's the toilet right there. Towels, mirror. Hey everybody. And so this is very nice. There is the couch, a little coffee table, my bed, and then they put these mats on the bed so you can put your luggage on there and you won't stain the sheets if your luggage is dirty. Here is a mirror, and I'm glad they put the price on there so you're not confused about, oh, it's not in focus. This is $3.75. I think the great thing is we're back to American pricing. At least I hope we are. And here is my balcony. Oh, it won't go. Let's see. Keep door closed. But it pushes out. So here is my balcony. Oh, watch my step. So this is the first time I've ever had a balcony room, and it's, sorry about it being very loud. There's the sea out there. Okay, the last thing to look at is the closets. And there's the safe. Ooh, cool. Did that light come on when I... No, it didn't. So there's the closet, some of the closet space. And, oh, I get a little refrigerator, but they said you couldn't bring drinks on board. I'm very confused. Why would they have that if I can't bring drinks on board? Because you just order a new one when you're ready. And here is the other closet. And then the last one. And that is, I guess, extra bedding if you need it. Now there should be some sort of life jackets around here somewhere. I don't know where those are. But, yeah, I was like, well, where's the life jackets? They're always in the closet. But anyway, we're not going to need life jackets on this boat. Our ship, it's not a boat, it's a ship. They make sure you know that if you ever call one a boat, which I have done many times. Okay, thank goodness we've got more than one plug. One time before I only had one plug. This has been my room tour. It's not a very big room, but it's perfect size for me. I am so thrilled right now. I am gonna get off and explore. I will do definitely more of a ship's tour maybe later. This vlog is going to be kind of long because I chatted on and on and on this morning, but I definitely wanted to see you guys see this, and I will probably vlog some the rest of the day. But anyway, I'm going to say bye for now, and I will pick back up sometime later today. My luggage arrived and I've unpacked, and the room is not too terrible right now. I thought I would go ahead and maybe get some footage around this ship. I may not be talking on it because there's a lot of music playing, and that is a copyright violation. So I may not get any of that, and it's hard to avoid. But I thought I might just put royalty-free music to that section for you guys and get a little bit of the area and show you guys. Let's see what else. I don't know what time it is right now, but we have a mandatory safety briefing at 4 p.m. and that's where you go to your muster stations, and it's required by the Coast Guard. So if something were to happen to the ship, you know what to do and where to go. I suspect though, if something really did happen, it's going to be mass panic. That's just my guess, because I don't think one little mandatory safety briefing is going to make it stick in everybody's mind. I did have lunch on the ship. I went to, oh shoot, I can't remember what it's actually called, but it's Guy Fieri's, did I get his name right? Burger joint that's upstairs. It wasn't bad, but I've got to tell you, this may be controversial, but I do think the other hamburgers that they used to make were so much better than these. Just my opinion. There's a lot of eating places. I mean, more food than you could ever want in your life are probably on board this ship. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys on a little bit of a tour. That was a really quick tour, and I didn't even show you the majority of the ship, but I thought I would show you a little bit of the Lido deck and some of the outside amenities, the food, the buffet area. So I hope you enjoyed that little ship's tour. I may show you more tomorrow. I'm not sure how much vlogging I'm going to do tomorrow because it's just a sea day, and we'll see what I do tomorrow. I'm a little bit out of breath. I took the steps. I'm trying to walk up the steps every chance I get because I need the exercise. I know I'm going to be eating more than I usually do. My intermittent fasting has been put on hold for this trip, so I'm trying to get all the exercise I can, so that is what I'm doing. Anyway, we're close to our mandatory emergency briefing, or whatever the thing is called. Mandatory safety briefing. It's at 4 o'clock and it's really close to that, so I'm gonna go ahead and go for now, and then probably maybe check back in with you later. It's gonna be time for supper very soon, and then there's a show, like welcome aboard show at 9:30 p.m. I'm gonna go to that. I won't be able to film any of the entertainment. That's all copyrighted, so I won't be able to film that. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and leave you guys for now, and I'll check back in with you sometime later tonight. And then I will do a little bit of vlogging tomorrow, but probably not too much. So I'll talk to you guys later. Do another check-in. They just had the sell away party. I probably won't show all of that because, again, copyright stuff on it, so I will show a little bit of it, what I can. And I went to the mandatory safety meeting, and that was a bit ridiculous. I'm not sure what took so long. I realize this is the very first cruise, but there were crew members that were not prepared. I heard there's a crew member standing beside me, and different other crew members were coming up to her asking what they needed to do, and I was like, they don't already know this? So that was a little concerning in case something really happens, but it's not gonna happen. So it said it was scheduled at 4 p.m. I went down to find my muster station at about 10 to 4 because I always, you know, want to be there on time, want to find it. and I found out it was in the casino. And the casino is one of the few areas that allows smoking. And there were people smoking in there. It was extremely unpleasant, and now I have a headache from that. Then some people, it didn't start right at 4. It took them a long time to even make any announcements. It's probably like 20 minutes before they even started making announcements, and people were still coming in. And it was almost 5 o'clock before they did the demonstration on how to put a life jacket on. And one of the crew members didn't even know how to put his life jacket on, so that it was just concerning. So they were almost an hour late doing the safety briefing. Then we didn't pull away from the port immediately at 5 because it was supposed to leave at 5. It left a little bit after. We started sailing maybe 5:15, so they weren't off by much on that. It is, I can a little bit after 5:30 right now. I am going to go ahead and check in for dinner. I want to go ahead and get that out of the way. I'm hungry, but I also want to make sure I get to the show, and it's at 9:30 and I'm already getting a little sleepy, so I'm going to go ahead and go check in for dinner. I did the anytime dinner, so I have to go check in somewhere else, and they'll give me a pager and then tell me when my table's ready, so that's what I'm going to go do now. I just finished dinner, or supper as I prefer to call it, and it was okay. I'm not a foodie. I'm not somebody who just goes crazy over food. I like to eat, but I'm a really picky eater, so I'm not one to really judge fine cuisine if it's good or not. But I will tell you that in general, on most cruise ships, I've hated the evening meals. The last cruise that I took was Carnival. I can't remember the name of the ship, but it went up the New England coast and went into Canada. Their evening meal was the best I've ever had from Carnival, but the buffet and the breakfast was horrible on that one. So this evening meal was so-so. I got beef brisket, and the flavor was very good. Well, I just heard a knock at the door, and it interrupted me what I was saying, and I opened the door and there was nobody down there. Then I looked down the hall and it was a kid running down the hall. That better not happen, or there will be complaints. I don't know who did it. I guess I just saw the kid way down the hall because he took off running. Parents, don't let your kids do that. That's very rude. I thought it was the cabin steward, because he'll come in and remove that oh, I can't even see it if I'm pointing in the right direction. He'll remove this mat from the bed, and they usually make towel animals for you. But back to the evening meal. The beef brisket, the flavor was very good, but it was about 50% full of fat, or about 50% of the portion was all fat. I find fatty meat kind of disgusting. Usually if I cook any meat that has fat in, I remove all the fat before I eat it, and so I would say a good 50% of that meat was just pure fat, and so I did not enjoy that. I got they kind of did it different. I remember in the past they had like a starter. It seems like it was 4 courses, and I could be completely incorrect, but I seem to remember 4 courses. This one was just 3 courses, and that included dessert. So I feel like something got left out somewhere in there, but that's fine because I don't want, I don't eat that much food at one sitting. So I got my starter, and I chose the strawberry bisque soup. It was very good, except for the fact it had mint in it. I didn't care for the mint, but that's just me personally. It's not them. It basically just kind of tasted like a strawberry milkshake. And then I had the brisket. It came with a few roasted vegetables and some corn pudding. The corn pudding was very good. And I got a side of French fries because it said they had garlic and herbs on them, and I said, ooh, I like garlic fries. Probably don't need to eat that and talk to anybody, but the fries were very good. And then I got the chocolate melting cake, and it is amazing. The a server, I'm trying to think, I don't know if they refer to themselves as waiters or servers. Please forgive me if I've got that wrong. I set an alarm on my phone if you just heard that to remind me, and it just went off. he brought me the Mickey. He asked the lady sitting beside me, he said, do you want, she ordered the chocolate lava cake as well, and he said, do you want the Mickey? And she didn't seem to understand. And when he walked away, I said, when they bring you 2 scoops of ice cream with the chocolate melting cake, it looks like a Mickey Mouse's face, because the chocolate cake is in the middle, and then the 2 little dishes of ice cream look like 2 ears. And so he brought us both the ones with the Mickey, so that was really cute. And I took a photo of it, so I will, if I don't forget, I will insert that photo right here. I'm gonna go ahead and after I just gave you that brief rundown of the meal, I'm gonna go ahead and probably in this vlog, I wanna give you a view of the outside as we're sailing, and then I'll just say goodnight. I hope you guys can hear that water. It's amazing. It is very cold out there. I just want to let you guys know that. I've got a little bit of the heat turned up in my cabin. Traditionally, for me, the cruise ships are always freezing, so I made sure I brought plenty of sweatshirts and sweaters and jackets to stay warm, and then I can control the heat in my cabin because I'm the only one in here. But anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and say goodnight to you guys. I hope you guys are all having a great day whenever you watch this. I hope your day is going great, and I will chat with you guys later. Good night, everybody.